What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another Madden 18 video, and we are doing our first episode of our, we'll call it My Career, I guess. Basically what we're going to do is, if you could tell from the picture, you can tell from the title, you can tell from everything, it's Jim Brown, baby. We're gonna do something different. A lot of people do the My Career or, whatever you want to call it, create a player thing with their own name, just a random guy, but I thought let's bring back Jim Brown, baby. If you didn't know, I'm a diehard Cleveland Browns fan, so this is kind of just fitting. I kind of thought about Josh Cribbs for a little bit. I was like, let's make him a star wide receiver. You know, let's not only make him a kick and punt returner. Let's try to take his career to a great wide receiver as well. But obviously, that probably wouldn't have been a huge series. A lot of people aren't going to be looking for Josh Cribbs' revamped career, but I feel like a lot of people will be interested in Jim Brown, so that's what we're going to do. First video is just going to be going over, we had to create him, obviously. I'm not sure if he's even allowed in the game. I think he is now. I think he settled a lawsuit with EA back a couple years ago, but I don't know. But we went ahead and created him and put him on the current Browns roster is what we're going to do, and then just start as an active player. We could create him, but then you have to do the presets, whether you want to be a balanced halfback, speed halfback, etc., etc. Even though Jim Brown's technically a fullback, we're going to put him at halfback because if we're a fullback, we're not going to be getting really any touches. And I don't think you can even play as a fullback. I'm not sure, but regardless, he's a halfback. We're going to get into the creation. Basically, Jim Brown, obviously, number 32 from Syracuse. Now, he was really born in 32? Something, I don't know, something like that. 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't know, but we can't do that, obviously, because then he'd be 81 years old, and that's just not going to work. So what I did was, coming out of college, I think he was about 21 years old, 21 or 22, coming from Syracuse to the NFL draft. So if he was born in 96, he'd be about 21 if he came out of the draft. So I just figured we'll do it like that. So 1996, February 17th, from St. Simmons, Georgia. We try to make this as accurate as possible. 6'2", 230. I think he was listed about 232, but you can't do it in increments. You can only do increments of 5, so we stuck with 230. Skin tone and face. The face I went with, I can't really tell because in this Madden, they don't show you the face. They just show you with the helmet. So I went with this one. Why not? Chest size 6'7", 5'8". All the definitions. We don't really need to get into that. Jim Brown was a big man, so everything's pretty much up. Equipment. This is where it gets interesting. This is where it stands out. Obviously, the Jim Brown era back in the 60s, man. That's late 50s, early 60s, mid 60s. You had them Riddle helmets, those old ones with the classic 2 bars. So we went with that look. We wanted to make this as accurate as possible. No visors, face masks, neck pad, none of that. Just huge, huge football pads, because that was the style back in the day, baby. I'm not a fan of this at all. I hate the way like ginormous shoulder pads look. I love those small, sleek shoulder pads. Obviously, they don't give you as much protection, but I don't know, I just like them better. I don't like these long sleeves either. I like them tucked in and sleeveless. I like the clean look, but, you know, that ain't Jim Brown. We from the 60s. I think, what was he drafted? I think 64 was his last season. He played 9 seasons, so in the 50s, yeah. No backplate, no flak jacket. In a lot of his highlights and pictures that you can find, he was usually wearing sleeves, and they tended to be white sleeves, so I just went with them. I was going to go with team color because he wore those a lot too, but excuse me, you can't really see them. And they didn't wear secondary sleeves, so we just went with white. None of this extra stuff on here for Jim Brown. They didn't have all that back in the days. Fortunately, they don't have shoes from the 50s and 60s, so we had to go with Nike vintage 70s and 80s. No quarterback style. The rating. This one's always going to be up for debate, obviously, because you can't really just put a rating. 85 overall. Obviously, that's not Jim Brown. He should be about 99. But this is a rookie. We're taking in rookie season, so I was like, you know, Jim Brown coming out of college, we'll make an 85. I think I'm going to bump it up a little bit. I'm going to put his awareness up to like an 87, and we'll do 86. Actually, awareness will go to 84, and we'll do the catching a little bit. Nah, we can't make it that high. You can't be catching like receivers. We'll just stick with an 85. That's fine. I can deal with that. We had this awareness down to like here. Something like that. But yeah. Power back. I mean, absolutely powerful. So his strength and trucking are going to be high, but he was fast too. For a man that size, he had speed. 89 speed. We're not eclipsing the 90. I was going to bring it down to an 88. I'm debating between the two, and I think I'm going to keep it at 88. I don't want to make him an 89 right off the gate like that. We can work the way up to there. 81 awareness. Pretty decent catching. Obviously not something crazy. He's not a wide receiver. Carrying off the charts, obviously. He's got to be okay in the pass and run block. Not the most agile man. I mean, he was quick, but you won't see him doing a lot of spins and these jukes because he was so big and he could just run through people. So trucking 88, but the elusiveness is 77, ball carrier vision 89, of course, stiff arm 88. Just get off me. But the spin and jukes, they're there. It's just not a prominent feature. So we're gonna be stiff arming a lot, and we're gonna be trucking people while running with an 88 speed. So this is gonna be fun. All this not really mattering that much. We're gonna turn injuries off. That might be not a popular decision with people, but I'm not gonna get a complete ACL tear like I had in my Browns rebuild, and before the season even starts, I'd be out for 35 weeks. It's just not gonna happen. So injuries are gonna be off. Player traits, there's not much here you can do for him except for always fight for extra yards and covers the ball. So those are the two that we ended up going for him. Contract is set and we're under 5 years, 26 million. Pretty good, 12.5 million signing bonus. That is Jim Brown, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to wrap up the first episode. A short one, but I wanted to go through everything, and I feel like if I would have put this into the next video, it kind of just would have been a super long video. So we'll stick with a short video for number 1, and then we'll kick into the actual gameplay starting in episode 2, which will definitely come out later today. We're going to bust out a lot of these, so be on the lookout for that. Drop a like if you want to. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and until next time, guys, peace.